What is up, BREWTON-PARKER family, and welcome to tonight's presentation of Fortnite ECAC Playoffs. Really exciting stuff. And not only is it ECAC Playoffs, but it's also the first time this semester, this year, that we've been able to stream Fortnite finally. So really exciting stuff. We have our main team of Saint and Busta Grimes going out here into playoffs tonight. Really exciting stuff. They've been doing really well all season so far. Sadly, none of it's been recorded or anything like that because of internet issues, but we finally got that fixed and we're finally able to have the playback here for you to be able to watch tonight as we go through the playoffs.
Yep, super excited. Forgot to unmute myself. Super excited, and I'm just glad that we're here and that we can stream this, and hopefully we won't have any tech issues. I'm feeling pretty confident.
Don't curse us.
We'll have to see. There's a wood table right here, so there we go. So stay tuned. We'll be right back as soon as we get into the lobby. They will not be using the War Legends system, so we won't be able to keep track of the actual leaderboard up there. So we'll just have to kind of guess where we're at. So.
Well, we can at least narrow it down to this. If they get a kill, that's at least a point.
That's true.
So
That's
one
true.
kill is a point. So if you're keeping track of anything, keep track of kills.
There you go. All right. Awesome. We'll catch you guys in just a minute. All right, it looks like we've just hit the ground, so we're going to switch over to our player view as we get started into this Fortnite Builds Playoffs. We're looking at the perspective of BPC Saint and, of course, his teammate, Mr. Busta Grimes, whose volume is slightly lower, so I'll make sure we have that fixed as soon as possible.
Oh, yeah. But here in the early game, we're not seeing much. They have a very interesting landing strategy, landing craggy cliffs. Now, that might change throughout the entirety of tonight's matchup, but you never know sometimes. Some of these kind of offshore landing spots sometimes end up being the biggest benefit for players like Busta Grimes and Saint. They choose this one because it's kind of off the beaten path a little bit. I didn't get to see. I wasn't paying attention too much to the battle bus path that it took right at the beginning of the match, but it definitely could be a little bit out of the way. And Craggy Cliffs being where it is at the top of the map, people could see it as an inconvenience for possible rotation issue. And you never want to have issues with your rotation because you can get caught in storm, and then you can get storm sickness, and then you die 10 times faster, and then, you know, you're out. But we have a few games going on tonight, so it'll be one, basically not one after another, but they'll try to start each match as quickly as possible after each match ends. But as soon as these guys die, we go to intermission and then just simply wait for the next game to start. Maybe talk a little bit about what strategies they could implement throughout the next few matches, and maybe to see stuff that they can improve on. But here in this early match, nothing much happens. It's really just all looting and strategy planning. Just getting mats, getting heals, getting weapons, and getting things that hopefully will end up benefiting them throughout the entirety of this match.
Yep, so we're going to go a little bit dark on the mics for a little bit since this early game can often be a little slow, but we'll pop back in as soon as we start to see some action.
It looks like Saint has picked up some footsteps on his surround sound indicator. I actually can't remember what it's called.
Visualization.
Visualized sounds. There were some footsteps there. Not sure if that was NPCs or if that was enemy players, but we will find out soon enough that they decide to attack. They don't seem too perturbed at the moment. They don't seem very phased by the footsteps that appeared. Maybe could be a possible visual glitch as well. You know, we haven't seen the footsteps again since they popped up, so could have just potentially been a really, really odd visual glitch.
Yeah, maybe so. So we'll have to see what happens in this early game. For now, just keep your eyes peeled to the screen, and we'll be back. Well, it seems we're finally exchanging some fire. And an unknown party. We've got Saint firing off some shots, having a bit of a long-range battle here.
Say he's trying to lay shots on, trying to make some kind of damage work here, but sadly he was the one that ended up taking the damage, only getting damaged a little bit. It looks like this team has taken a rift and could be making their way towards BPC's Saint and Grimes. It actually looks like they're running away now, which is disappointing to say the least. We could have seen some action early on here. The one thing about these matches, these playoff matches, is that they are full lobbies, but these players are at such a high skill level that it seems like there's only like 15 teams. Like, it's kind of wild.
Yep, and there's a lot of patience from these teams. They're rewarded for placement a lot, and so as long as that continues to be part of the rules and part of the meta, then I imagine that's what we're going to see a lot of.
Oh, definitely. We're not sure what's going on with Saint here. He's just kind of gone AFK. Oh no, he's back. Never mind.
Just checking the messages. You know.
I guess so. Trying to make sure everything is straight. They find a very randomly placed gray charge shotgun.
You gotta pick that up.
I say that.
Best gun in the game.
What, the charge shotgun?
The gray charge.
Oh, the gray charge shotgun specifically. Taking a note out of Jason's Fortnite skill book there. Pick up the gray pistols as the ultimate weapon. Say they're just gonna do some light looting again here in Pleasant Park. They've only seen like 2 or 3 teams. Saint was taking some fire earlier. I can't remember if he had taken a rift somewhere. I just remember he was gliding. He was taking shots in the air from a team. He thankfully didn't get hit. He was able to avoid most of the bullets, but we've only seen like 3 teams this entire match so far.
Yeah, and I'm sure a bit of that is strategy on BPC's
100%.
part, trying to land somewhere where they don't have early game encounters so that they can just get some decent loot from chests, just from spawns, and prepare themselves a little bit better for these mid to late game encounters.
Which, if this game is anything like the games last year, these final circles will be hectic. Builds everywhere. Not a single place to go that hasn't been built over. Not a single place to hide because there are so many players just in the area. They're going to find you somehow, some way. So that'll be exciting to see once we get to about that time. But looks like the third circle of the match is finally closing in. And honestly, some strategy that could be played here is taking a little bit of storm damage. I know I brought it up earlier, the storm sickness that can occur if you stay in storm for too long. But if you get to about mid-late to late game, then you can actually start taking some storm damage, because storm up until like the second or third to final circle does 1 damage per second.
Oh, wow.
So it's actually a very viable strategy this season to kind of stick it out in storm for a little bit.
Yeah, especially with some of the healing items that I'm seeing. You know, looks like you've got the bandage bazooka back, and they've got chug splashes, med kits. They look very well off, and so I wouldn't be surprised if that does come up as part of their strategy later in the game. But yeah, mentioning that late game bit of like hecticness, that's definitely a symptom again of the way that the competition is structured in favor of playing patient and trying to last as long as you can. Side note, Travis Scott, his astral form is just out there.
Where?
Is that Travis or is that X? I saw it for a split second.
I mean, it would be Astro Jack.
Oh,
that would be the skin, the one with the big globe for a head.
Yeah.
But you said he was just out in the middle of nowhere? They didn't see him?
Look. Just the background. Just.
Oh,
yeah.
You're talking. That's Juice World.
Oh, Juice World. Okay.
Yeah, Travis has been shadow banned by Fortnite. So,
oops. Oopsie.
Yeah, if anybody had any hope of the skin coming back, much like me, to your disappointment, it's probably not coming back.
That was one of the coolest events in
Oh,
Fortnite.
100%. It's still like one of the largest virtual concerts to ever take place ever. So, like, dude, it's super cool. It looks like Busta Grimes, though, has seen a team from afar. So they're going to try and hide it out here in risky reels for a little bit. They're going to try and check their area, crouching up and down.
They actually leave the jetpack. I'm surprised. I wonder if that's not a valid tool this season.
I don't think it would be. Well, it just got added within like the past week or so.
Okay.
Or it just got re-added, I should say.
And it's builds, so not entirely necessary like you would see in no builds, where something like a jetpack would be super useful.
No, but even then, though, the jetpack is just one of the slowest mobility items to ever be in the game. And you don't want to find yourself flying towards an enemy and not being able to get to the ground fast enough to place builds. That would be really unfortunate, to say the absolute least. I've definitely found myself in that position many a times, and it's very annoying. It's very, very annoying to say the least. But looks like they're gonna leave that team alone for a little bit, and looks like that team has not spotted Saint Busta Grimes just yet. There's a car. There's a car pulling up. It looks like it's only one player. They could take this on. They're gonna start fighting now. Busta Grimes going in heavy, trying to get the builds out, but he gets stuck on jump fatigue. Saint on the ground still is gonna try and open the supply crate. Doesn't look like it gave him anything. He opened the supply crate and it gave him nothing.
Yeah, I don't know if it glitched or if it's outside the wall or if he had auto pickup turned on.
I have no clue, but
it doesn't look like it was auto pickup, so I'm really not sure here.
So now two players on Saint and Busta Grimes here. They're gonna try and stick it out for a little bit, make sure they don't take any bullets, make sure to keep their damage and health up.
Still 61 people left here. There's a lot of dying to do.
Definitely.
A lot of people need to drop off the board before we have a winner.
Open Saint sees no one, tags him for 86. Good hunting rifle shot from Saint there. Team now desperately trying to make their escape from Saint. That was a nice quick shot from Saint there on the hunting rifle with iron sights. Couldn't be me.
He loves those iron sights, man. Those iron sights are where it's at. Looks like we've got another team to the east firing some shots. Thankfully, none of them hit. And Kanan, aka Saint, able to build a wall. So we're going to see how they handle the situation here. If they're going to play aggressive or if they're going to stay back and hold the space that they already own. And it looks like they're going to decide to do the latter. Oh, wait. Saint communicating.
Ooh.
Maybe a push here.
Say they're going to have to make their way back into circle because Storm is definitely closing and they're taking shots from behind. They're going to have to try and build around here. Make sure their health stays up. They're being grappled on. Shots now coming out from the other team. And it's shot 16 shield from Saint. Oh, Saint taking heavy damage. Now only in whites. He does crack his opponent's shield, but he's knocked. And now both. Actually, it may still be Busta Grimes. Actually,
no, both eliminated. Unfortunately, right next to each other. You didn't even have time. Didn't even have time to notice. But they are both eliminated, placing 34th there. With zero limbs. It's an unfortunate situation to be in. So
definitely say the least. But I mean, they were hard pressed. I mean, they were getting pressed from basically all angles. There was not much they could do in that situation. All they could really do was bank on, you know, kind of piece control and keeping their health on high. But sadly, they just got jumped on from every single angle, and just like that, their health was gone, and they're out.
Yeah, super unfortunate. Just a really quick press from the other team, like you said, and just a tough situation to be in. But we hope that you will stay tuned, and we'll be right back with the next round. And depending, Saint may keep his POV up, in which case we may just leave the match running. And so we'll do just that.
Here we are now, back in the second game of tonight's presentation of ECAC Playoffs. They have landed once again Craggy Cliffs. Again, a strategy that kind of worked out for them in the first match. You know, they were able to kind of make their way around and make it fairly well into the map as well. The only thing that they really had to deal with were people kind of collapsing in on them as circle closed. Hopefully they have a circle that's kind of better in their favor as the match progresses along.
I'm back.
Hi.
I made it back. Here we go. We got a minigun. We got a purple minigun. Off the rip. We're ready.
But it
We're
doesn't.
ready for
But
this.
it doesn't sing Rap God though.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. CIB, if you don't stop fiddling with that microphone, you... Here, hold on. Okay, you good? You comfy?
I think so.
All of our viewers
I
at home
apologize.
having to listen to you.
I know you
Fiddle with
guys
the
enjoy
microphone.
it.
No,
I know you guys like the noise of.
they do not. Drink my Dr. Pepper ASMR on stream.
What is a Dr. Pepper? I've never heard of such a thing. What is a Dr. Pepper?
All right, ECAC playoffs. We got to get back into serious mode. We're early game here. We've only got the perspective of Saint. Mr. Grimes told me that it was affecting his frames slightly.
Boo.
And, you know, the last thing we want is for the stream to impact our players. So we're going to stick with Mr. Saint, who has a slightly better computer. It's going to be able to stream this POV without dropping his frames. So yeah, we'll stay tuned on his perspective, and hopefully we won't need Grimes' perspective. You know, hopefully they win this game, no issues, and you know,
Hopefully.
that's what we want.
Oh, of course, but I mean, that first match. If that first match doesn't prove anything, it proves. If that first match proves anything, it definitely proves the fact that this is definitely not going to be easy for Busta Grimes and Saints, because I mean that was just really unfortunate.
bad.
Just all of those teams were right there together, and I mean, I if you continued watching throughout the break, that was a wild final circle. I mean, it came down. I think there was like 40 something teams left, all the way up to like the second to last or like third to last final circle, which was absolutely insane.
It was hectic for sure.
Hooked, but I say we're just here early game again, just collecting mats, getting weapons, getting ready for the onslaught of players that could potentially be coming their way. I gotta ask what the crouching up and down is for, because I see Saint do it every now and again. He'll just start going.
It's just fun.
Like not even shooting, not like doing anything.
I think it's whenever he's communicating, he just does that instinctively, and so yeah, that's just something that he's done for a while. So if you see him crouching repeatedly like that, he's probably communicating with his teammate that they need to make a move or do something different. But yeah, that's how I've always seen it, watching him play.
Whoops. Sorry.
He just smacked the microphone.
My bad. I was trying to look out. I was trying to look out the door. I thought I heard something.
Poor chat.
I thought I heard something.
Poor
so I
chat.
was like trying to look out. I should have like gone around instead of just turning straight on and then. Nah, whatever.
Chat is
Okay.
getting it. Their
There-
ears are getting just destroyed.
There are gunshots being fired. What in the world is going on?
He's giving stream a ride. he's taking us for a ride.
Clearly, I mean, he knows that this early game is boring. He's got to give us something to do. But there are gunshots from a little bit of ways coming from about the southeast to east area of the map.
Still 76 people left besides our main two, though, and that's a lot of people to have to deal with.
Is that another form of communication? Is just him waving around? I
don't
have
know,
no clue
man.
what's going on.
I don't know. It's almost like he's so locked into Fortnite, like the same way you like wave your hands when you're talking. That's just him in Fortnite. Like he just moves his character naturally. It's
Of course.
instinctual.
You know, I always thought looking at that van's like windshield cover.
Yeah.
I for real, I always thought that it was like a frog of some kind. Now looking at it again, it's a dirt burger. Nice little hidden detail, but We do have players kind of flying in towards Saint and Grimes here. That player looks like he's trying to avoid every single bullet that's coming towards him. And Saint, he's knocked with one shot, probably a hunting rifle shot to the head, getting knocked early. Buster Grimes trying to make his way away. Man, I could have definitely worded that better. I'm trying to run away from the coming competition.
He's trying to make his way away.
There we go. Yeah.
He's trying to make his way away here. Considering this loot here. We'll see.
Is he able to get there before Storm does, though? That's the question.
It looks like he's going to take a few hits. Of course, it's underneath his build. This is unfortunate. This is not ideal.
This is not good.
Not ideal.
Hey,
a purple pump.
Hey, this time they didn't get, messed with by Epic. This time they actually got something out of the supply drop.
Yeah, they did not just get absolutely cheesed. So that's great. And now you can see he's doing the slow maneuver through Storm, taking some fire.
Ooh, this is difficult. So he's getting shot from behind it. I mean, it's just bullet after bullet.
Shield damage, and then damage from the Storm as well. He's not catching a break here.
So he's not getting enough room to breathe now. He has the slurp juice. He is able to take it. He's now taking fire from another team. Probably the team that took down Saint, which Buster Grimes, if he's able to make proper rotation here, does have time to go get his teammate's reboot card. But that could potentially be dangerous because the other team could be waiting for him, number one. And number two, even if he does get it, there's no guarantee that he's going to be able to reboot without a contest.
Yeah, I imagine that they're probably going to spend a good while waiting. Again, like you said earlier, that Storm damage only being 1 point for a good 2 or 3 cycles of the Storm. And so I think Grimes is going to have to decide here whether he moves on by himself or if he's going to delay a little bit longer and try and go back for that card.
Say with almost 2 minutes left on the reboot card, he does still have enough time, but I think he is going to try and wait it out just a tiny bit. The one thing that he does not want to get hit by, though, is Storm Sickness, which will strike you and basically destroy you at a moment's notice. He's just got to pay attention to how long he's staying in the storm for and make sure that he's making a lot of ground.
Yeah, those 3 med kits that he has are going to come in handy. Like you said, though, that Storm Sickness is nothing to play around with, so he's going to have to be smart here. And it looks like he is going to move towards the circle, maybe poke his head out and give himself some time out of the storm.
I'll say it does look like he's trying to make his way back to his teammate's reboot card, but his health is getting scarily low. He is going to wait to use his medkit probably at 15 health.
Yeah, just to be safe. Just to be safe.
I think the one thing that I really like about these newer seasons is that...
Oh, wow, he's playing it dangerous.
Oh, yeah,
here.
he's...
Okay,
wow.
he's popped at 11.
The one thing that I do appreciate is the continuous healing. So instead of waiting until
that's right.
the timer is up, you have continuous healing, which will heal you slightly by slightly while you're using it. So.
Yep. See, I had totally forgotten about that. Old Fortnite player here. Not up with the current, not up with the new Jive Fortnite.
All right, Unk. All right.
He's not going to use the jump pad there. He is going to take it slow, and he's going to go low.
It does. That rhymed.
And Buster Grimes is on the go. We show.
All right.
You already know.
Oh!
CIB back to you.
It does look like he's taking 2 points of damage here, which is... It's like he's taking 1 and then 2. 1 and then 2.
That's,
like maybe I'm...
That's interesting.
That's probably that storm sickness that I was talking about. But yeah, I thought it gave you a warning before it happened, but it does now.
Purple heavy AR there. We love to see that.
The heavy ARs this season are absolutely broken. I will say there's virtually no bloom on these guns, great. And especially on the mythic one on the yacht, which is the complete opposite. Oh, actually, it's the adjacent corner, but close to Steamy Stacks. But I mean, that one basically has no bloom either. So if they were to get that mythic gun, they would be on top of the world.
Well, I'm glad to hear the heavy AR is back in a high rank, high usage position, because I am a heavy AR fan for sure. And it was very beneficial to take my time and learn to hit my shots instead of just spray and pray.
Oh, I just spray and pray either way. And all my enemies, when they die, they say touche. Now let's watch them play.
That you may. Anyway, today.
There's layers to it, people. There's layers to it. It's great. I bet you guys didn't know that we're not only casters, but we're also like legendary wordsmiths.
I'm not a rapper. You know, I drank that water and I spit that hot fire.
Okay, that one like half worked.
You don't know about super hot fire?
I don't.
Oh man.
Maybe I'm not in the
We
loop.
gotta culture him.
Uh-oh.
We gotta culture him. I'm gonna show him the video later.
Oh, jeez. I've got myself roped into something here, but they are still sitting in Storm. Very dangerous. I mean, I was talking about it literally in the first match. Rotation is key, and they are currently sitting in Storm, deep in Storm as well, and with very limited heal items. Buster Grimes now having split his med kit, his 2 med kits up. They're gonna have a difficult time trying to escape here as the Storm now moves in again. They do have mobility with the crash pad. Hopefully it's beneficial to them. Oh, it is. I don't know what happened to Buster Grimes, but
super bounce there from Saint.
Saint able to use it to his full potential. Basically making it to Edge of Storm.
All right, not too bad off in the health department, so we love to see that. Saint a little lacking in the shotgun realm. That being said, he does try to take a few shots at mid-range. Interesting decision. They are going to start firing back. And but we do have high ground.
I don't think there is a team here, but they are going to take their due time to check. Maybe break down the builds. No, he doesn't break down the builds. That's interesting. See, if it were me, I would have broke down the builds to at least kind of get some fall damage. But yeah, to make sure that there's nobody in that structure. But I mean, considering the fact that Storm is coming in the way it is, I wouldn't expect there to be anybody there anyway. So that could be the same thought process that that Saint is using when not destroying those builds.
While a green charge shotgun is a little bit of an upgrade, but still not ideal. When you're getting into mid game, you really want to have at least blue items, you know. But that being said, it is in the eye of the beholder and in the hands of the user. And I think Saint's one of the guys you can trust to hit his shots whenever it counts.
So now with only 55 players left, that's including Saint and Buster Grimes. So realistically, there's only 53 players left. There is a lot of wiggle room here to kind of get everything under control. That's about 20. I'm trying to do the math here. It's 26 teams left.
In duos, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's say 26 teams left to figure out who's going to take this second game home, but 25 teams to take down, which will be really, again, if the first match proved anything, this is not easy. This will not be easy for Saint and Buster Grimes, but hopefully they place a little bit better this match as well. It doesn't seem like they're being contested too much, other than those first 2 that they saw gliding in that they did get partial hits on. I mean, they haven't really seen anybody.
Be careful with the caster's curse there.
You're right. They have seen every single person in the lobby. They have been attacked at every single waking moment that they have been playing this match so far. I totally expected Saint to hit the stop sign, and then he just didn't do it. I'm disappointed. I'm gonna have to talk to him.
Well, he looked at it and it said stop, so he was like,
well,
all right, I'll let you go.
I stop means stop, I guess. Fair enough.
Still a large amount of players here, even as we're moving into what is the 3rd storm now? Is that correct?
Oh, I
Third base?
think we're a little bit past third phase. I think
okay.
it might be either fourth or fifth.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I'm wrong though. I used to be Fortnite bro. I used to play in cash cups. I have no earnings, but playing cash cups, so I should know all this stuff. It looks like they are being contested a little bit here. A team is right in front of them. They're not laying too much heavy fire into BPC though, as they all kind of just feel for a second to hide out. The storm is still a long ways out from them. They're gonna have to start moving here soon if they want to make proper rotation. But with what seems like 2 or 3 teams right in front of them, they're not gonna be able to easily make it out of this. Buster Grimes suggesting they take the boat, but it kind of leaves them as sitting ducks. I mean, the boats are not that good mobility, in my opinion. They're slow, they do take gas, and even if they boost, it's not really doing much.
That, and there's not a lot of cover. Even in cars, you know, obviously you can still hit someone driving a car, but with the top being on the car, it is a little bit harder to line up those shots, and boats just don't have that advantage of having a roof. So I can agree with you on that the boat may not be the smartest play here. Very loud, can only go on water unless you're going extremely slow on land. So that kind of limits your movement options. So it looks like they decided against that, and now they're going to be moving up using the grapple.
See, this could potentially be good for them. Saint letting on a little bit of light damage to the team across the way. Buster Grimes is kind of sitting in storm. I don't know how he's going to be able to make it out. I don't know if he doesn't have a grappler.
Being a little bit more aggro here. This could be dangerous, though. There's at least 2 players right here based on when that wall was placed. And it looks like there's another one right there. A ton of people. Saint looking at these 2. Very dangerous position to be in, but he does have Grimes right behind him. Let's see how their teamwork is going to go here. With all these people, they're going to have to move in.
So with the circle being now extremely small, getting to the final phases of storm, we're definitely going to see a lot more of these teams kind of collapse on each other. We're going to see a lot more builds. We're going to see a lot more fighting happen. Most of it going to be forced because you can't rotate without taking a few people out, especially in these final circles. It's going to be really interesting to see how Buster Grimes and Saint react to having those quick time attacks.
Bless me. Thank you. Thank you. I didn't want to cut off your mic there because you were on a roll.
Oh. So you stuck your finger at me. I was like,
yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah.
They've hunkered down here in Weeping Woods in the cabin. I will be in a cabin this weekend, actually. Family's heading up to Tennessee. We have a cabin that we're going to have in the mountains.
Drop the address.
Okay, right now. Okay, 735. It's gonna have a retro arcade in it and everything. It's gonna be really sick.
Nice.
It looks like there's heat of the battle here. Our team is collapsing on to Saint Buster Grimes. Saint trying his best to have piece control here, making as many fast edits as possible. This is definitely something that he's been working on a lot. Is his piece control and editing, and things being proven a little bit here. He is building a little bit too fast for his liking, but he is able to get those edits off and kind of hold this building to themselves. Now 41 players again included. I gotta start including Buster Grimes and Saint in that number count. So there's 39 now, 38 players left, 37 players left, as we're seeing the number drop every time I say it. If that doesn't tell you how intense these last final circles get here, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what will. But people dropping left and right. This is going to be one heck of a circle.
Absolutely. And as you can see, that circle just getting so small. And unfortunately, it's not going to be at a good position for them. They are going to have to move significantly. And so we're going to see how they're going to handle that move in just a second. With all of these people here, just waiting to see who's going to jump out. They're probably already prepared to edit out and shoot as soon as someone starts to make a move. So it is dangerous.
Also, I learned a new term this week. Do you know what a peanut butter edit is? So any of the top 3 corner squares, you edit those out, and then boom, that's a peanut butter edit.
Any of the top 3 corner squares.
So top left or top right, the top 3 corners.
Yeah. Okay.
But it looks like now they're getting in the heat of battle. A team is collapsing on top of them. They're gonna have to try and either fight or make movement work here, and it looks like they're kind of doing both. No shots here from Saint just yet, but he's more worried about rotation as Storm is dealing a lot of damage, taking his whites down to 41. He is laying on some cover fire for his teammate, but they are gonna try and make it into circle here. Circle being really far away. Saint being boxed up. He's kind of doing some preliminary looking around. Oh my goodness, the beam cracked his opponent's shield, getting spammed from the opposite side. However, going to stop him from getting that first elimination for BPC. And they're going to have to try and move into circle here, make some really cautious movements and make sure they're not going to get shot from any direction.
All right, boxing up underneath a few players, trying to have a shot at that wall, but Fence is prepared to hold it. Looks like the circle is going to move again, and it's going to be more movement for all the players, really, because that is outside of the current circle.
This is where movement gets very pertinent. You have to make efficient movements, otherwise you will get stuck in Storm and could possibly get caught by other teams as well. But it looks like they've picked up a Chug Splash cannon. Oh, but Saint's getting beamed from behind with 2 health. His quick reaction time actually did save him there. The builds there, that was absolutely insane, but he's left basically all by himself. Lester Grimes trying to make his way into circle, and he is. Saint also making his way, is able to reconnect with his teammate. They're just gonna have to get their health up though. Their white health is honestly what's most important here in this moment in time, because if they don't have
Grimes
and 100% shield.
Jumping out a little bit early there. He probably should have stayed for some more healing.
Oh,
he lost a lot of health there unnecessarily, I'd say. Oh, there's someone in the box. Another shot takes out Saint, and they are done, having placed 14th. I did not see, did they have any eliminations?
They had one.
Okay.
They had 1 elim, so we have at least a point on the board. We know that much, ladies and gentlemen, and they do have placement points. I just don't know how much.
Yeah.
Because I think it starts like at top 20.
I believe
think
that's
might be
right.
placement. So
that's right.
they at least have placement points as well. We're just not sure how much placement points they do have, but we at least know that they have 1 point because they did have 1 elimination.
Yep, and we will keep track of the placement in all the matches on the intermission. So do you want to say anything before we go to intermission, though?
I mean, other than stick around for more, I think there's 3 more matches tonight.
I believe that's right. So
3 more matches in the ECAC playoffs. Stay tuned.
We are dropping soon. We're
Soon
in.
as in now.
We're in. Let me add a little dramatic effect. We're in.
That's great. I love the production value has skyrocketed now simply because of that one button on the roadcaster.
Yeah.
thing. But as they were dropping in, they were being contested just a little tiny bit. There are at least 2 other teams that landed with Busta Grimes and Saint, so they might be having a little bit of an issue leaving and trying to find the rotation, which is not going to be good for them if they do truly get stuck in Craggy Cliffs.
Man, we can't have nothing around here. Can't have any safe landings.
Apparently not.
Collegiate Fortnite, no safe landings. But we got the slurp barrels. That's what counts. We're going to see if we can pick up some decent weapons here and get ourselves off to a good start for game number 3. Game number 1, for those who are now joining us, game number 1 didn't go so well, placing 34th and 0 elims, so no points. Game 2, however, 14th place with 1 elim, and that puts us on the board with 28 points. So that is definitely progress. So we're going to see how game 3 is going to go here. If we can pick up even more points on the board, that would be ideal. And the goal here is I'd really like for these guys to get top 10 at the
100%.
least. I mean, if they can win it, then that would be awesome. But, you know, 2 games in, that is a big ask for them to win at this point. But I do want to see them, at the very least, get on the leaderboard with some good results. And we're going to have to see how they perform here in game number 3.
100%. And we were taking a look at the rule book, trying to figure out how points work. So during the normal season, the placement points are the same. But during playoffs, instead of the elims being 2 points, they are 4 points. So getting a high elim count is actually worth a lot more than placement here in the playoffs. So I guess that's to encourage the fighting of the other teams instead of playing patiently, kind of camping out and waiting for placement to kind of take everything home for one of these teams. But we've only had 1 elim on the board so far. Hopefully we're going to extend that a little bit here in the 3rd match, and maybe if the stars are aligned correctly and everything goes our way, possibly pull out a win here in game 3.
Absolutely. I would love to see that. That would be awesome. But like you said, elim's worth more points now. I think that is why we saw so many people kind of waiting to late game for placement, but as soon as they were in late game, they're like, all right, time to start fighting and getting some of those points.
I think Busta Grimes ended up getting shot. If we look at his health here, I mean, his shield is gone and a little bit of his white is gone as well.
Interesting.
So, I mean, I thought I heard a gunshot, but honestly, I thought that I was kind of tripping out for a second. But no, Busta Grimes definitely took some damage there. Not sure from what direction, but he is going to try and make his way out. Say Saint, being the kind teammate he is trying to throw him heals, give him 1 mini and a big pot. The med kit I would not suggest using. Maybe it's a strategic thing, especially with that much health only being off. He probably has around 92 to 89 white health.
Oh no, so he's higher than that. That man's like 95 right now. Healing from 95. That would be an interesting decision indeed.
I'm gonna say using a full med kit, like that'd be wild. They do see the team that was shooting at him though.
Get him,
boys. They're gonna make
boys.
some cover fire. One of the opponents does have a sniper, so that's a little bit dangerous. Shots being fired, and Busta Grimes is hit once again. Look at that. All of that shield, 75 shield, and at least putting his white health at around 65, maybe 70. Unfortunate for Busta Grimes getting shot twice.
From a moving vehicle. That's crazy.
It's impressive.
Hitting that distance from a moving vehicle as you're rolling downhill. That's crazy.
Now, what would have been more impressive is if any of you like kind of play Fortnite consistently, you would have known like about a week or 2 ago there was a there's a certain glitch in the game where if you binded your scroll wheel to your handbrake while driving a car, you would be sent flying. And I mean, like, you would do your scroll wheel any direction and you boom, like 700, 800, 900
Trick
meters into
shot
the air.
material right there. Trick shot.
I will
material.
say, I definitely tried my best to hit a shot from on top of a car that is flying thousands of meters in the air. Did I hit one? No, but I definitely tried.
Man, that would be funny. I could definitely see that in a Fearless montage. Or C-Day, you know, somebody like that.
Man, both them ain't ever uploaded ever again. I actually just saw a video recently. Apparently this guy has like personal connections with Fearless. That would be the only way he was able to do it. But he was playing with Fearless in like the previous chapter.
Wow. My man FE4R.
FE4R. Or as some like to call him, Feefer.
Yeah.
Say it's still kind of early game here. I think it might be the second circle, maybe third circle coming in now. Still a little bit of ways down, about a minute until the circle finally closes in. And I mean, they're in comfortable position here. Their rotations are fairly fast. They're still gathering loot as they go along because let's be honest, their loot pool right now is not looking the absolute best with a green. Oh gosh, I charged shotgun and a blue heavy AR. That's really nice.
Yeah.
He's gonna pick up the sniper. I've seen this man snipe. He hits some crazy stuff.
We've seen this kind of in the past few rounds too, that they haven't gotten great pickups. Game one they got decent pickups. Here we have some players, so we're gonna see some action here. Saint trying to figure out how he's gonna make up this height difference as they are moving quickly. They are on top. The pressure is on.
So the other team now also has boogie bombs, which is going to be dangerous if either one of these players get hit. Because I mean, if you get hit by a boogie bomb, you're basically cooked. So
Yep.
let's just hope that they can maintain peace control here. Ain't editing out. He's trying to find where they are above. It looks like another team also might be coming in from behind as well. Coming in from the west. It looks like they're fully surrounded right now in Storm. Not optimal position to be stuck in, especially with the lack of heals that they have. Sure, they have 13 bandages, but that's not going to be enough to continue to stay safe in the Storm. This player right now on top of Saint and Grimes. They're going to lay on some cover fire, but sadly it does not connect. Saint still tunneling, is going to peek the pyramid, and he does. Gets a hit for 52 shield on an opposing player. But that's only 1 of 4 that's currently in the area. Loses piece control on top. He's going to have to play it safe here. He's going to have to lay something out. He's going to try his best to get some cover fire out there. He's going to make it dangerous, and he does. 79 shield. The other player trying to heal mid-fight. What a doofus move.
Yeah, this is a tough situation to be in because his health is getting low, as you see, and it's going to become crucial to be able to pop heals while in the middle of a fight. And like you saw, that other player just didn't pick a good time to do it. Hopefully that doesn't end up becoming us in a second. It looks like Saint taking a little bit of damage there, and he's going to try to relocate, expanding out his builds, trying to maintain peace control here. Him and Buster also trying to heal up as they sit in Storm, consistently taking damage. This is going to be a battle of attrition, and hopefully it's going to come out in our favor.
Say Saint has to be cautious of his white health here because, I mean, he does not have enough left to be playing around. He is kind of maintaining peace control here. The other team is on the prowl looking for both of these players. I think they still might maintain height over Buster Grimes and Saint. They are destroying everything in sight, it seems. Saint's going to bust through the wall here, trying to maintain some kind of peace control, looking for where these players could possibly be. It looks like they have height, so they're going to have to try and make their way out, possibly overtake these opposing players. And again, they're stuck in Storm, the circle moving in as quickly as possible. Team now right above them loses piece control on the ceiling. It's going to make an edit there to try and make it through. Buster Grimes is being contested by 1. Oh, the edit. He does get a hit off, but
exchanges.
Yep, there we go. That's the word.
Yeah. Just not doing too well. Grimes knocked. Saint not in a good position health-wise. He does have enough items to heal back up, but the question is, does he have the time to heal back up? It looks like the players may have left after getting that limb, or at the very least pulled back to watch the card from a little bit further away. So we'll have to wait and see.
Sadly, Saint pulled away from that big pot a little bit too early, not only leaving him 10 shields short of having 100. He is able to collect the card. He's trying to make his way through the builds, trying to figure out a way that he can safely reboot Buster Grimes here in the storm. That's the only viable option in this moment because he has no idea where this team is.
Yeah.
They could be potentially waiting for him around the corner and waiting for him to make a move out of storm because, I mean, they've been in storm for quite a bit now. Probably a good solid 2 minutes that they've been in storm. I don't know how they're surviving so long. Those bandages definitely came in clutch for them.
Look at that. Rebooting. Doesn't even build the wall. He's so desperate. He's like, listen, if anybody's out here this long after storm, then they can just have it.
So I wouldn't blame him for thinking that. He's going to go back to the vending machine to purchase some shields for his teammate. Sadly, it didn't look like there's any white heals there for him. So he's not going to be able to regain that too fast. They are going to have to make...
Zooming.
It's essentially a bunny hop, except it's sliding.
Yeah.
Bunny slide? What? Chain sliding is what I would call it.
All right. New name.
New name.
Given by the CIB. It's official. He's got to be careful. He's gonna get taken out here if he doesn't
Oh,
find
but
some white.
he's got corn. He got corn
Cabbage.
and cabbage. Kids, eat your vegetables to keep yourself from dying in storm.
Yep. Oh man, this is an interesting.
This is not good.
They are trying to decide. I think they need to move on their way out here.
Bandages. One bandage.
One bandage.
There is another cooler over to their left. Maybe if they notice that, which I don't think they do because he's running away from it. But especially with no mobility, no cars, no helicopters, no shockwaves, no grappler, they're going to be stuck in storm for a long time. And especially as the clock ticks down here for the 5th storm circle of the match.
It's
It's going to be hard.
Very well, maybe. Oh my goodness, there's still teams out here. And unfortunate miss there. And it looks like he is going to go down with no white. He's not going to get there in time.
Yes, he is. He shot his sniper by accident, but it's okay because he got the heals. Again, the progressive healing is really helping. Yeah, it's really helping out both these guys. Oh, and we have a slurp cannon.
Okay.
So they're good on heals.
Okay. Is that a slurp cannon or is that the bandy bazooka? Does it give shield as well? Okay.
It does give shield.
Perfect. Okay.
And also the bandage bazooka doesn't give you the jump effect like it's giving them now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But they're going to have to... They're trudging right now. That storm sickness is not going to be good once it starts hitting. Thankfully, it hasn't hit too soon.
Yeah, 46 people left here besides R2. They are thinking about this boat here, which, not the best mobility, but it's kind of all they have at the moment. Let's see. Grabbing those minis. Grabbing the boat.
And where is Buster Grimes at to get out of there?
Telling Buster to hurry up.
Gave him enough time to make an exit point for the boat because I don't think the boat would have been able to blast through the side railing there. But
yeah, smart thinking. Good use of his spare time. Getting caught would have been an unfortunate way to go there.
Buster Grimes not able to heal his teammate, sadly. The momentum of the boat is keeping the heals away. It's just not helping out. As this health, again, is slowly on the decline now at 30 health. Faint is really not in a good position here. They have a decision to make here. They can go in the fork in the road and turn in on the water, or they can make a direct beeline towards...
Beeline.
And there they go, the beeline towards circle.
He does need to hop out and pop heals here. That is exactly what it's going to do.
It is scary.
They are going to go on foot here. Going on foot, the slurp cannon coming in clutch.
So they are just on the edge of storm here. Storm is slowly making its way away from them. This game does not want them to get out of storm. It's almost like they want them to be storm trolls. That's not an actual term. Don't quote me on that. But
storm trolls.
Storm trolls. That's a new term now. We made bunny sliding or chain sliding and storm trolls.
CIB, you're on a roll, man.
I am. If FNCS next year does not recognize these as actual terms, we're gonna have some issues.
All right. Anyway, we've got 39 people left here besides our main two. And the looks like we're finally out of the storm. And there's already stuff going on ahead of them from the looks of it.
Did you see that yellow beam?
Yeah, I didn't know what that was.
I don't know if that's bullet trails or I don't know. It could potentially be sniper trails, but like I don't know what direction they would be coming from.
The storm eye shrinking now. It looks like they are going to be in the next circle.
The only issue is now that they are at a height disadvantage against these other teams. It looks like Busta Grimes is trying to find height. It looks like, is that a mythic gun or is that a legendary?
The man is way over there. He may be in trouble here. He's taking some storm damage. And he's a good distance away from his teammate. Here we go, Saint catching up. They're thinking about this loot drop. I think that's what Grimes is asking about. And Saint saying, no, let's just keep an eye on it and see if anyone goes.
See, I agree with Saint's move here to take height. They're probably not in the highest point in the circle right now, but they have guaranteed circle safety because it is in the next circle. And they are on height finally, so they're not at a disadvantage where they're just kind of left open and on the ground.
Ooh,
as we see that, he's getting very confident here, taking the shots, getting a nice 41 and 72 on possibly two different players from quite a bit of ways, laying fire at the man below them. He does see another player. He's going to start taking shots, immediately builds around himself. This player, as his teammate looks like he went for the supply drop. Teams very quickly closing in on the middle of the circle here, trying to find their way to a victory royale here in the third match. Look at that line of walls over there. Oh my goodness. At that point, just build a covered bridge if you're using that many materials.
Speaking of materials, we're doing all right on materials. Competitive max is out at 500 if I'm not mistaken. So doing pretty good. 490 wood, 473 metal, 215 brick.
Well, nowadays, it doesn't matter what game mode you play, except for no builds. It does max out at 500.
Oh, really?
That's been instituted for quite a bit now, which is unfortunate because, like, I understand it in the competitive scene, but for casuals, you know,
yeah,
let them have 1,000 builds.
It may have just been a way for them to reduce the massive build battles.
I mean, regardless, though, I mean, we're kind of seeing it here in the competitive scene right now. I mean, we're still seeing huge build battles.
Yep, but imagine that with twice the materials.
I mean, just go watch the original FNCF. I mean, that's basically all it was.
Absolutely crazy.
So they're still kind of camping out here, kind of trying to scope the area, seeing where all these teams are, taking some cover shots, trying to at least get a few hits here to stay out of Storm Surge, which hasn't hit just yet. So, I mean, we're kind of in the clear as of right now for Storm Surge wise. But they are going to have to do some damage here at some point to make sure they stay safe whenever it does hit. The Storm Eye now closing the storm.
Okay.
They're making the way out now. Mobility. They do have a team to their right and a team in front of them. Some cover shots from Busta Grimes is coming out, but I don't know if that's the best decision to engage when trying to rotate.
They've decided not to go high there. They're going to stay low on the travel.
So it looked like there might be potentially people in this house that they've just boxed up next to. The turtling coming in from not Busta Grimes, Saint. Something that he's been consistently doing the entire time. He's looking to make sure there's no players in this house so they can try and claim it for themselves. And it looks like they're getting away with it pretty easily here. There is a team in front of them, however, but it doesn't look like they're focusing them too hard. There are shots coming in from everywhere, not necessarily towards BPC, but nonetheless, it is scary to hear all those gunshots coming in.
Absolutely. And here we are, 23 people remain besides our main two, and they are looking to pick off a few on the move, taking some shots, nothing landing.
Say 11 teams left now to take away. There is a team that looks like they could be possibly collapsing onto Busta Grimes and Saint. He's going to be looking out the peak, see where they are. He is going to get height advantage on him. Is he going to take some preliminary shots? He is for 40 damage, but there's another team collapsing on him. Very quick damage here. Are they going to get the knock? He is Busta Grimes. He has to finish it here if he wants the points. He does get the elim. Is he going to stay in storm for a little bit? Yes, he is, but sadly, Saint is eliminated for his efforts by the guy that they just killed his teammates. Thankfully, Busta Grimes has what is essentially unlimited heals, so he is able to make his way back into the fight. They were waiting for him, though. They did collect Saint's card. That may not benefit. They may not be able to get the reboot off, but even having his card is almost symbolic.
Watch your back here, Busta.
Say now boxed up. He's healing up as he goes along. The jump effect is definitely going to help him out. He's trying to send out preliminary shots. I don't know if he's getting hits or not. Not 100% sure if spectator view allows us to see the damage from a teammate, but Busta Grimes now boxed up in the middle of circle with 21 players left, including Busta Grimes. He's getting laid into. His damage is scarily low. He's going to take this med kit here. It looks like the splash cannon is ready to be used, so he can get his shield back up at any moment in time. Hopefully he's able to. It says 10 on the spectator, but again, I don't know if some of those things are visual things for spectator mode or what. He's not going to use it right now, though. It might be a strategical option to not use it, as to not give away his position while he's healing, though another team is right in front of him. He is boxed up once again, turtling as he goes along. We're about to close in once again with now 18 players left, not including Busta Grimes. He is in very good position here to get very high placement and put us further along the leaderboard.
Yep, and that storm is currently moving, making its way towards the circle, which is south of Buster's current location. So he is going to have to move, and it looks like he's deciding to do that right now, using that jump ability, giving himself some free movement into new space. He is going to have to do that one more time if he wants to be safe, though. It looks like he's going right now.
What he is, but he's going to go on a team that's right in front of him. Not only is he having to deal with the team that's right and behind him shooting at him, but he's also going to have to deal with the team in front of him. He takes heavy damage with 16 health left. He is going to take a med kit here, but he's going to have to move as Storm Circle is slowly but surely closing in on him. He's in very dangerous position here, especially as low on the ground he is. He does see some free loot. He's going to go and try and collect it. Refresh his mats a little bit. Get a little bit more mobility as well. Now he has a grapple with only 5 shots left on it. The Storm Circle immediately closing in. Now in the top 10 players left, way past in the top 5 teams. He's laying some preliminary shots out, trying to get damage on the board. Maybe try to get one sneaky elimination. He is boxed up now. All these teams are in ample position to win, but Busta Grimes somehow being able to survive as we move along into the final circles of the match.
Yep, he's going to use this med kit here to heal up. Oh, but he does take some damage. Someone just knowing he's there, unfortunately. And he's hanging out at 52 health. The storm pushing him further and further into this fight with the remaining 9 players. Taking some serious damage here. He needs to box up.
He's got to get in the circle before he does it.
One touch.
Oh, and the edit from below him was his fate. The fact that he was able to survive for so long, though. Oh my goodness, that was insane. I mean, that genuinely came down to pure movement.
Yes.
And he had it. He had it the entire time. That was impressive work by Busta Grimes. Sadly, if Saint had still been alive, I feel like there was a pretty good chance of at least making top 3 and even winning this match. And they did end up getting an elim, so they placed top 5. They placed 5th with 1 elim, so at least a guaranteed 4 points on the board. We're gonna go check the rulebook again to make sure kind of where our points are at now, and we'll display it for you as we go into intermission, but hopefully it won't be nearly as long as the match was almost concluded anyways.
Absolutely. So we'll be right back, and we'll have those up on the board for you to see momentarily.
And that's why Jolly Ranchers are the best candy in the world. Anyways, welcome back to ECAC Playoffs here in Game 4. We just saw an amazing performance in Game 3 by Buster Grimes, able to keep his composure and keep his movement up, and ended up getting in the top 5, placing number 5, but it's still top 5 with 1 kill. So that puts a lot of points on the board. Already, we're trying to get early shots off, trying to get an early elim here by Saint, who does have a sniper. He's going to be a little bit dangerous. He's going to keep that ping for now to keep an eye on that enemy. Buster Grimes, I think he's on the roof. Oh, never mind. He's right there taking Saint's shotgun.
L move. L move, Buster.
But they are going to heal. It seems like this is the place to land right here in the restaurant because, I mean, there's a lot of heals.
All the time on Craggy, dude. Right here, get all the slurp barrels.
It gets them up to full shield really, really fast. And honestly, there's actually quite a bit of chest here as well. But again, it doesn't look like their loot pool is too good again.
This would be my season, man. If I were to be competing in competitive Fortnite, this would be my season because Chapter 2 was my jam. I had all the in and outs, man. All the ins and outs. I knew them. Yeah, Craggy was the spot.
Oh, yeah. I remember playing this season. This was after the immensely long black hole event that drove just about everybody insane. And not only did Chapter 2 come out pre-quarantine? Or was it like during quarantine?
It was... Ooh, that's...
Because if it was during quarantine, it like drove everybody insane.
It was... I think it was pre, if not early, quarantine. Yeah, but I certainly remember the black hole and then dropping into the game finally after getting back from school and seeing that opening cinematic where it just dropped you straight into a lobby full of bots, but still a lobby nonetheless.
You know, everybody won their first game of Chapter 2. I did not. I died to a bot.
I didn't. I died to a bot as well. I could come up with an excuse and say that my controls weren't set up and this and that. My settings did get reset for some reason, but that's not a valid excuse. I died to a bot, and I'm gonna hold that out for the rest of my days.
Yeah, it's just kind of one of those things that you just kind of look back on and be like, dang, if I had just had the skill that I have now, it would have been 10 times better.
Oh, yeah. I would have survived like 5 more seconds against that bot.
Oh, 100%. But they do have visuals on this team that's kind of just running around, trying to play like a game of Ring Around the Rosie with them. Looks like Buster Grimes was able to pinpoint what building they went to, but it doesn't look like they're going to press them just yet. They do actually kind of have the loot here in early game to probably press them and probably get some early kills, but I was having a conversation with them before game 4 here, and they said playing it safe was probably the way to go.
Yeah, playing it safe, especially early game, really important. As we saw, just surviving got them 5th place, which is, 44 points. So that's really great. And then getting the elims is nice. You definitely get more points from the elims. Ooh, Saint taking a little bit of damage there.
Let's say now being noticed by this other team, trying to evacuate. Oh my goodness!
Nice hit.
Say, first one was definitely a headshot. The second one probably a body shot, just based off of the damage count there. 73 in total damage. A lot of good shield breaking on the board, and especially because they took all those slurp barrels, he's not going to be getting that back very soon. He left his teammate behind though, and it looks like they're pressing him. He does have height advantage here a little bit, but Saint coming out with the edits is knocked down by his own builds. He is shot, but only a little bit, probably about 15 damage. He got taken off from that one singular shot. The teammate is now coming in to help. Looks like there might be a healing factor here, but he's being shot from above. He's going to have to figure out a way to keep himself from getting hit, and it does look like this player is dropping down on him. Is he able to get the kill? No, and now he's at a dangerous 14th health. 14 health left. And he does get a 24 tag, but that's not going to be enough to kill him, and sadly, he is knocked early. Oh my goodness.
Wow, that's unfortunate. Goodness, an early elim like that, you never want to see that. Very unfortunate. I know that Saint is probably very upset with that. The left hand peek, not the best decision on the edit. But you know, low health anyways, probably not getting out of that unscathed. So unfortunate way to go for game 4. So we're gonna see how they're gonna change their strategy and go into game number 5 in just a minute. But for now, we hope you'll stay tuned. Might be a little while as we wait for the rest of the lobby to finish up.
Well, guys, we just got some very interesting news. Turns out this game 4 is going to be invalidated because there seems to be hackers in this lobby. We don't know who they are. We don't know where they are, but apparently they've been caught. So anything from this game has been invalidated. So our 43rd place could probably be made up here in the makeup match that could be possibly coming soon.
I'm not gonna lie. Normally, hackers. Boo. Part of me after the unfortunate result, you know, part of me is like, hackers, yeah, thanks guys.
But
I'm
on the
just
record,
kidding.
yeah,
I'm just
on the
kidding.
record, we don't endorse hackers.
Yeah, hacking is
record.
wrong. It happens to work out for us, so that's nice. But hacking, no, don't do that. Don't be that person.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that, guys.
Anyway,
It's really appreciative.
yeah. Anyway, we'll be back. We might as well let this play out. Maybe
yeah.
maybe we'll spectate the hackers, and you guys will be able to enjoy some what is essentially steroid Olympics.
Yeah.
We'll see who comes out on top in the hacker battle.
Uh-oh.
All right, we're spectating the hacker. This is it.
Oh,
Fear
this is-
Laskin.
Yeah, this guy,
This is the hacker.
if he's using hacks, he's clearly not using build hacks.
We're about to watch some hack. Again, we're not endorsing the hacking.
This is allegedly, by the way.
Yeah.
It looks like that they could be hacking, but you know, there's been no confirmed gameplay yet. And
Okay.
oh, what the heck is going on right now?
Wait, we are going to be firsthand witnesses.
Is that hacking
all
or
of
is that
you
just
folks at home.
exploiting?
What are they doing?
So if you look at that cone piece, it's invisible. It's secret.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So I don't know if that's an exploit that they're using to cheat, or if they're like actually hacking, or what. But I don't know. They don't seem too suspicious so far. Might just be because everybody's spectating them though.
Maybe.
But look at their levels though. 108 and 212. That's insanity.
Yeah, I wonder if someone has the replay that was nearby. So
I
we
hope
can-
that's the
we can
case.
pull that and see what happened. That would be funny to just see them just aimbotting, flying around the map, and then as soon as people start spectating, they just switch over to normal behavior.
I say it looks like they're pretending to be bots at this point. Like, I'm not trying to throw any
Just-
shade or anything like that, but it just looks like they're pretending to be bots.
We just got to drop the Coral Cove music over this.
It doesn't look like they're doing much, but I mean, look at the lobby size. There's 20 players.
Oh, it looks like.
oh my
He's
gosh.
trying. It's clearly not aimbot.
In all fairness, though, if you listen, the hit indicator was going off, so he was getting tags.
Oh, okay.
So
maybe it
they're
is
being very
aimbot.
vague about it.
Maybe it is aimbot, or maybe he just, you know.
Chronozen, whatever. You know, plugged his whatever into whatever inputs he's using into a Chronozen aimbot, which is absolutely wild. I feel like those things by now would have been caught by anti-cheat software.
Maybe he just gave Big Bro the keyboard, you know.
Okay, the edits are kind of clean, not gonna lie. But there's no point in them doing what they're doing right now, though.
Oh, he's dead.
Well then, wow.
There are no words to explain. Oh man.
Got the J's on and everything. This is so sad, and they are being sprayed from every single angle.
Your Nikes can't save you. You're cooked. What is happening?
They are gonna get that. Oh my goodness.
Trade.
That was a little sus. Not gonna lie.
You know, just fair trade.
That was a little sus. No, you know what? Actually, no, you're right. No, that was totally fair. There's no buffoonery going on. 100%. Nothing weird happening here.
Don't worry about it.
Nothing at all.
Don't worry about it. Well, look at him sliding around.
Walter, the hacking at Fortnite, Walter.
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 Put your wall hacks away, Walter.
Walter, my dad works at Epic Games. He will ban you, Walter. The hacker is getting the reboot. I don't know why anybody's allowing him to do it.
I wouldn't be surprised the whole lobby just collectively agreed to just spray the reboot ban.
Did you see how he locked in and immediately gets knocked? Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Well then. Awesome. Dumpster. This is epic cinematic music right here.
This is like a John Wick love scene. Everyone just dying. Just vibing in this music. In Minecraft.
John Wick in Minecraft, my favorite movie.
Blocks. Lots of blocks.
You killed my wolf.
Are you mad, Steve?
It wasn't just a minecart, and it wasn't just a dog. So everybody's attacking these guys. Oh my gosh,
man.
they're not being left alone. They're not given any room to breathe, which honestly is exactly what I'd be doing. I don't know if he got any tags. Oh no, he did. He got another elim. They've gone from 6 elims to 8 elims, which is crazy because I'm not even seeing them down anyone.
Yeah, Fortnite replay system and spectate system. Why we like this?
This is a little broken.
Why can't we have like the Rocket League replay system?
So we are not Fortnite.
At least it's
they are
not the
Rocket League.
At least it's not the Valorant replay system. Am I right?
See,
Because it doesn't exist.
oh,
Fix your game right.
in other news, guys, I have a brand new fixation. It's Brawlhalla.
Oh yeah, what a way to start the combo.
So me and Saint actually, because Saint is actually a really big Brawlhalla guy. He plays a lot of Brawlhalla and is a big fan of Brawlhalla. We went to BCX this past weekend. It was a really fun experience. He actually got to play in it for a little bit. Like $100,000 tournament that he got to play in and compete in. It was actually kind of cool. But yeah, after going to BCX, I'm definitely a big fan of. Oh, and the hackers have officially met their demise.
They've been hacked.
The hackers have been hacked
They got whacked.
and
This
sent
other
back.
team is stacked,
Ooh,
and that's a fact.
some of them are dumb human. What I gotta do to be superhuman? Copyright. Oh, hey, it's already in the game. Okay, it's not my fault.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If we're probably gonna get copyright strike on the minigun.
I don't think so. Mainly just because it's an in-game uncontrollable element. I don't think it will matter
Well,
that
I don't
much.
think YouTube cares. It just hears the song.
Well, YouTube is YouTube. We love YouTube.
Thanks. Good job keeping our stream up.
But yep, the hackers have met their demise, or the supposed hackers. Now with only 10 players left in the final circle. I mean,
Alleged.
wait a second.
You can't confirm.
Whoa! Look how many kills these guys have.
30?
That's
My
combined.
Goodness. 120 points? We're talking 120 points just off of elims.
Let us reiterate that this match also doesn't count for anything.
Well, we don't know that yet.
Supposedly.
We don't know that yet. Allegedly.
What?
Well, what I gotta do to get a coffee around here?
Dang, they're just spraying, dude.
Yep.
Some of them. It's the funniest thing watching this thing fire. They do get the kill,
Oh
though.
my goodness, 31.
31
So many points.
kills.
I mean, goodness, this is the kind of team that you're afraid of.
Oh, 100%.
Like, this has got to be the first place team at 31 limbs.
If it's not, that's really surprising.
Yes. I mean, they have more points off of a limbs than you could get off of placement. Like, that's just, it's crazy.
This match is no longer invalid due to cheaters in the lobby. ECAC Mini Drones has officially confirmed that this match is invalid.
Let me see. Yep, no longer valid. You said no longer invalid.
Oh,
so I
whoops.
was very confused.
My
But yeah,
bad.
no longer valid. Okay, so that's awesome news for us, because that means that we have another shot.
We
at
have a second try
getting,
glory.
Getting some good placement in Game 4. But for now, enjoy these 32 kill lobbies that we're currently witnessing.
Oh, but he's down a teammate, though. Could he solo this?
He's him.
Oh, it might be 3 separate teams. It might be all 3 separate solos.
Three individuals. It'd be funny if they're all hackers. They just start flying
That's crazy.
around. They just start flying around.
Who's gonna win?
They spawn in the airplane.
Hacker versus hacker versus hacker. These are not the hackers, by the way.
Yeah.
Use the
At this
minigun. Use
point,
the minigun. Use the
everyone's
minigun. Could have blasted his way through.
Yeah, plus he wanted to hear Tamalama one more time.
Some of them.
No!
Oh, he actually got the knock on that guy's teammate, though.
Look, that guy only had 6 kills, and he dropped that 32 a limb guy.
Golly.
That's tough. That's
is
tough.
tough.
That's a sad moment for you when you get 32 kills and you get second
then you
place.
die.
That's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. I can definitely say I've never had that happen once. I don't think I've ever gotten that many kills in the game, let alone dying in second place after doing that. I would probably never play the game again.
I will say, during the beginning of Chapter 5, after the original OG season last year, I was dropping 30 to 40 bombs almost every single match. But let's also not gloss over the fact that I was playing with someone who played on Nintendo Switch and I was playing on PC. So I had about 40 or
in those Switch lobbies.
I had about 40 or 50 wins, crown wins that entire season.
I was in the Switch
But it's
lobby.
okay. It counts, right? It counts. It counts towards my career overall. So it doesn't matter what lobbies I'm in. I still dominated.
Oh, look at that. It's an intermission.
People.
All right, so we are here with Saint and Busta Grimes. Really exciting stuff. So, guys, tell us what you just told us about the rest of the games tonight.
So, due to extenuating circumstances, we're gonna be extending the finals. There's gonna be 3 more games. Essentially, there was originally supposed to be 2 more games, like 5 games total, I believe. But they're gonna do 3 more games on December 12th. But yeah, there were cheaters in the 3rd game. People that were like had aim hacks, and
Oh, wow.
they were like I was spectating after we died, and you could actually like see them just.
So
games
3 and 4 both had.
I believe so, but I think it wasn't noticed until.
Okay,
Yeah,
well that could be why they're doing
doing 3 more. That's a good point. That's a good
So
point.
game 3, does that mean game 3 is invalidated too?
I believe so. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That
was gonna
opens
say
up a
too.
lot of room for us then.
They're gonna do some research.
They should,
We're not sure. Well, I mean,
they should just redo it all.
That is kind of unfortunate though, because game 3 we were.
Let's say we
Yeah,
got like
top
we got a lot of points. I think we got like 48 points is what it was.
That part's unfortunate, but it's good that at the very least we're not going to get cheated.
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
But yeah, we're not sure if the cheaters even like were college students or if it was just like some college student leaked the code or gave them the code to grieve or whatever for like memes or whatever. But we're not sure. Yeah, this is honestly the most exciting thing that's at the collegiate level for us. So for me at least, this actually no, I can't say that.
I've never
no
even
championship.
I've never seen somebody Fortnite. Like I don't
Like
think I
in
have.
your game.
Yeah, I've never seen that happen. I mean, I physically saw them tracking every opponent in the game. That was insane.
That is kind of
kinda-
And then he
crazy.
died to fall damage.
Yeah,
That's wild.
They didn't even win the game.
Yeah.
How trash do you have to be?
It's actually like they died. It was so bad. It was watching that was so satisfying.
Losing with hacks, just uninstall it.
Yeah, facts.
So, what I mean, you said that they're going to be doing games on December 12th.
Yeah.
You said so. I mean, does that encourage you a little bit to kind of sit down and like kind of elaborate, especially because that'll be when the new season starts. Will be around that time. So, do you feel comfortable about that? Trying to learn the new metas and stuff within that time frame. Do you feel like you're going to be able to get well acclimated before those matches?
That's an astute observation, Caster Carson. Yeah, no. Honestly, we're not gonna be like we'll be the first people to tell you we're not the biggest fans of the meta this season. You have the mythic Scar, you have the mythic drum gun, you have the mythic minigun, all 3 insane spray weapons. Which, to me, if you don't have a grappler or some sort of movement, you lose.
You're
You just
cooked.
don't win. And then,
Getting grappled headshot with a pump is
dude,
not
it's
fun.
Yeah,
so-
Or
no.
him get sniped like
That was
early game, bro.
crazy.
I thought because I saw him gliding, right? I saw him gliding over the mountain. After was that 2nd game?
yeah.
Yeah.
I saw him gliding over the mountain. I was like, okay, they're rotating.
I thought
I saw the
sure.
pose of this guy. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Like,
I
we
did
were-
not see that rip
Yeah.
at all. I was looking full left, man. That sucks.
But overall though, yeah, I'm excited what the new meta is gonna be. I'm a big like proponent of the travel time on bullets, the scope meta. Like I like all that because I think it takes actual skill to play that. Whereas when you have RNG and hit scan, it takes a lot of skill out of it. And honestly, you only need a little bit of skill to be rewarded because of RNG. And so
Okay.
I think it takes a lot of skill out of it. Yeah. I am excited for the new season. It's gonna give us some time to rework, new map, new weapons, new everything. So that's gonna be exciting for sure.
Oh yeah, 100%. And me being a fellow Fortnite player, I am ready for the new season to come out.
No build play.
You know, hey man, I've been playing builds. Okay.
Hater.
Yeah, exactly. Quit being a hater. But no, seriously. I mean, I've enjoyed the remix, you know, and I'm sure you guys have enjoyed it too, just for nostalgia purposes. But I mean,
it's definitely been. I think the update like today was definitely a lot more fun than
Yeah.
it's been. Like the Juice WRLD cannon is pretty fun with the movement and
Splashes being in.
splashes are back. Grapples still in the game.
Yeah, I don't mind. I'm not against grapples. I think
There's got to be some other form of movement because
Yeah.
it's so much luck, and we haven't got one. We haven't got one early game yet. I don't think.
yeah.
Grapple?
I don't
No.
know if we've got
no,
one.
we did. That was the game that I got headshot sniped. I think
Oh, okay.
because you swapped grapples for the first one.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but
Did you guys see when we picked up the empty one? I was showing on my screen. I was like freaking okay. I think
Is that when you were doing like
Yes.
back and forth? Okay, that makes a lot more
we
sense.
picked up? I picked up the or he picked
I
up the
picked
grapple.
up
I
a
had zero
grapple and it
charges.
said 0.
And I
I
was-
have to have 20
I
charges.
just wanted to make it clear.
I was so
that the
mad.
reason he didn't have a grappler was because it had 0 charges later on.
That's right, I remember.
That's
So
just
I just had to show you guys. I had no. I tried shooting it, nothing, shook my screen, and then I left. And then he ended up finding one, and so I started shaking my screen again.
We were wondering
Yeah.
because we were like, because I've noticed that you crouch up and down a lot,
Yeah.
even like in non-combat zones, you'll just
Yeah.
like crouch up and down.
The nonverbal communication.
Like, so we were just thinking you like doing like that with your mouse and whatnot was just you like talking with your hands, but with Fortnite.
Right. I mean, I guess I was for that one particular. Scene. But honestly, for me, crouching up and down though, that's just like a preventative measure, or like it keeps my fingers warm too.
Oh,
So like when
okay.
I'm like no builds, I have to get hand warmers because I'm literally just holding W for like the majority of the game, just going like this, and so my fingers get cold.
Yeah, okay.
That just like it keeps my pinkies moving, blood flow, blah blah blah.
Makes sense. So that being said, though, we're finally getting to the end of our stream here, seeing that we have no more matches tonight, sadly. Is there anything you guys want to say before we sign off?
Very happy. I'll have to play this crappy season.
Yeah, I am excited. I think it's gonna be fresh. It's not gonna be as frustrating, and I think today is gonna really like for me. It was an eye opener of I really need to grind because I'll always put in the base hours that I need to. I'll never be the guy that's skipping practice or not doing anything when he should be, but I think I need to double down a little bit more, just introspectively, I guess. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I'm excited to hit the grindstone again.
All right. Well, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that was part 1 of ECAC playoffs. We'll be back in a little under a month here to give you the final play-by-play for ECAC playoffs and duos builds. This has been the CIB. Thank you for Trussell for oh, I didn't even think about that.
December
The
5th.
trios no build.
December 5th. Yes. As
I'll
soon as
be
we
playing
come
that.
back. Yes. We can't wait to take you down.
You guys qualified?
Oh wait, no, I forgot. No,
we can't
didn't.
wait to watch you. We can't wait to watch us take other people.
I
down.
can't wait to cast you guys winning and just having tears down my face as I'm casting because I didn't get to qualify.
You need to have.
But-
I won my first championship, man.
Hey,
I want my
who knows?
second.
It could happen. I'll say, where's the trophy at?
Where you at?
It's right there. There it is.
I need number 2.
Say number 2 would be
Where's the ring at?
awesome.
I need a back-to-back, man. I need a back-to-back.
Say number 2 would be great for not only the program but for you as well.
Yes.
That would be a big statement that
Yeah,
you're
I will
making.
definitely improve my terrible mental state right now. Let me chill.
But
yeah, next week, no builds. Or sorry, December
2
5th,
weeks.
no builds.
2
I
weeks.
apologize. Yeah, 2
Thanksgiving,
weeks.
man. Go eat with your families.
I'm sorry.
yes, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. And this has been part 1 of ECAC duos builds, and that has been your presentation. Good night, everybody.
Y'all have a good one.